I like to mountain bike and hike.
Wow, that's fantastic. And I'm a red wine lover myself, so high
Yeah.
five in the air for the
High five.
red wine lover. Do you take your wine chilled or like?
So and right now I have bought boxed wine because of whatever's going on, and the boxes are in the fridge. So I actually love my red wine chilled.
Yeah, same here. People are like, you want it chilled? I'm like, I like it chilled. Red wine.
I do too. And I like no white wine other than champagne, but the red wine, I'm really enjoying it cold.
Yeah, same here for sure. So I
That's
think
an interesting question.
Huh?
That's like the first time I've ever been asked that question. That's amazing.
Because I take it chilled, and people look at me like, what? Like, why do you take it? I'm like, because it's so delicious chilled. it's just.
Now I want some. Jeez.
Yeah. Darn.
Got to get my workout in first.
Right. So, so you said you're a wellness coach. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is to be a wellness coach, a digital wellness coach?
100%. So, as a professional photographer, am a professional photographer, have been for 10 years. And I just got to a point in my business where I was pouring out and just didn't pour into myself. And I wasn't really taking care. I was going to the gym and whatever. Well, in the same time that it took me to build a successful photography business, I watched my cousins partner with Beachbody and build a successful coaching business, virtual wellness, virtual health, virtual coaching business. And I mean, ridiculously successful in the exact same time. So I built this photography business up to like 6 figures, but they had built up to 7 figures.
Wow.
With coaching. And I went, wow, like that, like also they were at peace. They had a full cup. They were just always generous and like positive, so positive. And I had become so negative and like devoid of like, just my cup was empty. So I was like, wow, that is such a smart vehicle. Wonder if that could be for me. Right. And so I checked it out. And, most people have heard of Beachbody, right? Like P90X,
right.
Insanity, Little Shaun T. And so we got, 800 programs on Beachbody On Demand, but it really is the whole solution. Like I get to come alongside people, give them the solution for fitness, give them the program for nutrition, and then walk with them on their journey. And so it's fun to watch. I would say it's more of a confidence coach, but we do that through the daily discipline of nutrition, fitness, personal development, and then accountability.
That's what I was going to ask. Is it like an accountability coach for working out where you check in with them and
yeah. So I run communities on Facebook and help people, have they even thought about what their goal is? Is it attainable? And do they have the right steps in place? And I mean, the best part is when somebody goes, I lost 10 pounds, but I got my confidence back. My sex life with my husband is better. And I'm like, yes,
that's awesome. That's fantastic.
I wish I could advertise that that's like what I do, but it's like, hey, we're going to take back, especially right now with everything being up in the air.
Right.
Take back control, reclaim your routine, do that through the daily discipline of fueling your body right, working out every day, getting a sweat in, get that stress relief, and then check into a group, be accountable, have positive community, have somebody in your corner being like, hey, you can.
And so would you say that's one of the keys to success to that business is the accountability part? And
100%.
Yeah.
100%, because people are now realizing, and I didn't know this was such a thing, like people don't have any belief in themselves or what they can do. They haven't even dreamt about it, especially moms who are like, I'm pouring into my family, I'm pouring into my kids, I'm pouring into my husband, I'm pouring into the community that I have, and I'm not actually pouring into myself. And so when they actually do that and they're like, wait, it's that simple. I just need to eat some vegetables and work out every day and then tie into somebody else who's positive and moving forward. Like,
right.
It's just, yes, the accountability is the secret sauce.
Yeah, super important. I know for me, just with the keys to success and with also being a success coach, I had one of my clients last week call me and she said, can you just be my accountability coach? Can I call you weekly to just confirm that I do the things that I say I'm going to do? Yeah. Because I really need that. And I think that's really important. A lot of people really need that accountability and that follow-up. So that's really awesome.
And, accountability can be a scary word, but it's like, I get the privilege to walk with somebody on the journey. And that's the accountability. Like, hey, I'm here for you as much as you need. This is the structure of what we're going to do. We have weekly calls. We've got daily Facebook check-ins, and some of it's related to fitness. Some of it's like, hey, how's your mindset today? Like, where are you at?
Right. That's
especially right now because people are, I feel like a lot of people are in mental free fall right now. So
right, for sure, for sure. And so with that program or with that business, how's the guests that are listening, how are they able to link into that if it's something that they would be interested in getting involved in?
yeah, I would love to schedule time to talk about it. There's an opportunity to join as a challenger. So I run groups, monthly challenges. So they come in and they're like, here's the program. You're gonna do it right now. We're doing a boxing program, and it's like 1, 2, hook, like 1, 2, and I look like an awkward turtle doing it, but it's like I'm sweating at home. I'm getting the stress relief, especially right now. I've never boxed before.
Right.
So like right now with all of this uncertainty, I feel like when I'm punching, I'm like able to punch out the stress. But on Instagram, it's at Sherri Innis. So at SHERRIINNIS. And then just, all of my fitness stuff and all of my coaching stuff is there. You can join as a challenger, or if I'm looking for encouragers and people who are naturally like you, naturally encouragers, naturally like want to do something productive with this time and want to walk along other people in their life, in their journey. So
Okay.
definitely like the Enneagram 2s, the people who are helpers.
Okay. Fantastic. So that business, what is the name of that business?
So I partner with Beachbody. So Beachbody is the company that provides all of the programming, the solutions, everything's virtual. But then the coaching part is me. It's like, what is Sherri Innis bring to the table? That's the secret sauce.
That's awesome.
And then we run boot camps. They're called boot camps. They're challenge groups. But about a year ago, I was like, well, I don't like the word boot camp. So I run fit parties because I like to party and I like fitness. So my team is the Fit Party Girl Gang. And we've got some guys on the team too, but I'm like, it's a bunch of girls who like fitness, who also like their red wine chilled.
Yes.
And when we go all in, we still treat that like a party. Like we're going to go all in on this and get fit together, mind and body.
That's fantastic. So right now with it prior to everything going virtual because of this coronavirus, was your program already it was already set up as a virtual platform, on a virtual platform?
Yes, that's why it's so amazing right now. And so Beachbody On Demand is the website where people will go and you just plug in, you log in, the workout's there, the super trainer knows you're at home. So he's like, don't quit, don't you dare quit. And it's like, It's so motivating. But like they noticed it quadrupled, like the people who are visiting the site, the people who are purchasing, like all of that stuff. So it's kind of insane right now. It's an amazing opportunity to help people because people are at home and they're what did I write down today? They are making an excuse to binge on alcohol, to binge on food. And we know what happens when you do that, right? Like the fallout from that is 2 weeks later, you've got a little thicker waistline and you're in mental free fall because you haven't done anything for yourself and to fill your cup.
Right.
So we're trying to encourage people to make the excuse to get in the best shape of their life right now, mind and body. So read personal development, get ripped, take control of this time and be like, you know what? This time was crazy, but I got this coach named Sherri and we got in the best shape of our life and we did 100 squats every day and we did, bonus ab challenges and like we went out and we ran for the first time or we went and walked for the first time in years and got, I lost 10 pounds during those 6 weeks.
Wow. That's fantastic.
So that's my goal for people. I get fired up.
I love it. I love it. So with all of that being said, what is your keys to success internally to actually having that drive to just go and to work out every day and to be committed to that and to be able to, give back and to pour into other people? Where does that come from?
A deep sense of purpose. I know I'm put on this planet to do something huge. And so that drives me every day. I became a coach for the accountability. So now I have coaches who are working this business and building the business with me. Wow. And so I have to keep showing up for them too. Like if I'm going to be the leader, then I need to hold myself to this high standard, doing a program, doing the nutrition, showing up on social media, everything that just happened. The natural reaction right now with coronavirus and the uncertainty is for people to pull back and retreat. Right. And the guy that I work for says, no, you got to push harder. You got to, double and triple and 10x your efforts. Right. So like my social media, I tripled if I was posting 1 time a day, now I post 3 times a day. If I was in my stories, like now I'm even more. And so it's like, I'm going to show up even more consistently and more so that people go, wow, like I really can trust her. I really can come alongside her because she's going to be there no matter what.
Absolutely. I know that's the same thing on this end with my business ever since the coronavirus. I mean, I had things lined up, the keys to success, all these things lined up. And I'm like, now's the time. I mean, how convenient to be able to pour into other people and for them to see other people still moving forward, you know, regardless of what's going on, to just continue to push through when it, you know, if it comes to working out or just your business or just your mindset. That's so important. That's really awesome.
What you do right now is like pivotal and vital for people. This is a time I think a lot of people are going to look back and remember, wow, I changed my life there. I drew a line in the sand and this person helped me do it. Or you can be that person for somebody else, because there are people who are a little bit stronger right now, stronger mentally, and then people who need that. And so you can come alongside them and lift them up. It's cool. It's powerful right now.
Yeah, it's really awesome stuff. And I know even on this show, we have different people from so many different types of, you know, like fitness and, you know, just different types of careers. So it's really awesome for people to be able to gauge from different perspectives. So it's like, it's not all this way or that way. It's multiple people who are pushing through, you know, in this difficult time. So, you know, I really appreciate you coming on and just showing that even with, especially in fitness, because that goes to just how you're feeling, your energy level. It plays such a major part in just success is fitness. And
did you ever see the documentary Super Size Me, I think it was called?
No.
Basically a fit guy goes and eats McDonald's for a month, and then they track his journey of not only gaining weight, but like he fell into depression.
Wow.
In 30 days, like he had mental fog and like all of the crap that goes with the crap we're putting in our bodies. And look, I was telling, like, I drank champagne yesterday. Like, I like a burger. Like, I love French fries. But, like, I make sure that I get vegetables, superfoods, probiotics. I make sure my immune system is as healthy as it can be. And I make sure that I sweat every day. And especially, like, at my age, I'm making sure that I'm doing weight-bearing exercises because I'm, you know, at 50, you don't want that lack of bone density.
And
osteoporosis. So it's like, hey, I want to take care of my body. This is my one body.
You only get one. So
in my mind. So when I talk about getting in the best shape of my life, I always say mind and body, because I've been in better physical shape before and still hated my body and hated parts of me. And now I'm like, okay, this is what I got.
And I'm the exact same way. I always say mind, body, but I say mind, body, and soul. So I'm like always protecting of my energy. Like I hadn't watched the news in 3 years. This is my first time since coronavirus actually watching it, because I'm like, I'm big on protecting my energy and just making sure that your energy is right, because that's just like the food and all of that. You got to kind of keep it always on a positive wave if you can. I mean, you can't be too, but you know, as much as possible for sure. Yeah, that's awesome.
I totally hear you. And I like, especially in talking about the positive thing, I think right now people in general, people want authenticity.
Yes.
They just want you to show up genuinely. So the other day I really was having an issue with my mindset and I was in kind of a weird place and I just shared about it. And I'm like,
I love that you did that though. I mean, it showed such like when you have any time where you have that moment, that's so authentic to just be and say, dude, this sucks right now. And like, I'm not happy about it, because it shows that it's not always perfect.
Totally. And it gives other people the opportunity to come alongside you. And now you've just you've honestly blessed them it takes great strength to show your weakness.
Wow.
But then you give people the opportunity to step in and walk alongside you. And you have no idea what that does for them. That might empower them and equip them to step up as a leader in their community.
That's very powerful. Thank you for sharing that.
It's hard. It's hard for me to put myself out there as weak sometimes. People are like, you got this. And I'm like, I know.
Right. But, you know, we all have those moments where we're not strong all the time. So it shows that I'm human and that, yes, I'm Superwoman, but Superwoman does have her days at times for sure. Yeah. That's awesome.
You know, my dad went to the hospital a couple of nights ago and I was already having like one of those days and I was just like, it scared me. Like my dad, and it's my father, and I'm so far away, and like he could, you know, what if he got coronavirus and he's got some lung stuff? And like, I shared about that and people just, man, like there's such an opportunity to be the leader right now. So when you ask like what drives, it's like a deep sense of purpose to change the world.
Yes, that's phenomenal. And that's the same here. So, and I'm really, you know, even when I seen your page, I'm like, I love people who want to make a difference. I love that because I want to make a difference. I feel like I've been put on this earth to make a difference, to shine light on certain things, many different topics. That's why on Friday we shine a light on just power couples, and on Mondays and Wednesdays it can be different businesses and different.
Love that.
So just making a difference on earth is really, really important for sure. Yeah.
That's so awesome. How did you get started in it? I know everybody probably knows your story. I don't know your.
How did I get started in just
success coaching?
It's really something that's come natural to me. So I'm a full-time real estate investor. That's my career. I'm a full-time real estate investor currently, but I'm always wanting to make a difference. I love helping people with their goals and goal setting and just showing them that if I can do it, they can do it. I'm a mother of 5 daughters and I've done it with them. Wow. So people are like, wait, you have 5 daughters and you're a CEO of an investment company. I have a women's mastermind group. And so I want to inspire people to say, if I can do it, you can do it. And it's just something that's always come natural to me. I've always wanted to make a difference and help people and guide them through things. And so it's just, but how long have I been doing it? Taking it really seriously, I would say between like last year and this year, I've really decided to take it serious and actually add it as to something that I'm actually doing to help people. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, for sure. And I would say last year in March, when I started the Billionaire Businesswomen Mastermind Group, I mentored over 25 women across the United States. And that was so profound for women to say, if you can do it, I can do it. So for me, it's so very rewarding. And I'm super excited to just be a part of helping and making a difference and doing my little part to, make things better.
I'm just taking some notes here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because you've inspired me. So I love surrounding myself with like-minded people. And that's a big part of like why so obviously Beachbody and like fitness and all of that. And like I work down here for 10X and getting around people who have a stronger mindset. But like when I go to like building a team of coaches, I'm taking women and I'm like, you can have a business. If I can do it, you can do it. Like, let's be successful together.
Yes. Let's
grow our minds as fast as humanly possible, because that is really the limiting belief, right? Like whatever our beliefs are is the lid. And I'm like, we've got to grow. We've got to consume all this content and like, step into leadership and grow in this direction.
Right.
It's powerful.
That's powerful stuff. So, so you have the Beachbody. Is there anything, what else do you have going on? Tell us a little bit more about Sherri. So I know your keys to success so far that I've heard, some that have really stood out, is the fitness, eating right, mindset, and just consuming great content, great things to keep your mind strong.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I think I struggle with that. And community is big for me, creating communities.
Okay.
I took a full-time job working here in Miami, and my role is to run a 9,000 person Facebook group.
Wow.
For like-minded individuals. And it's pretty much what I do with the fitness groups, but then they've hired me to run this kind of corporate group.
Wow.
And it's cool because I get to help entrepreneurs connect.
Right.
And level up, and people are at all different levels. And, I have a business, I've got no business, I've got a, 7-figure business, I've got a $7 business.
Right.
So that's been really, really cool. I put my photography business on hold in Colorado, and like, I sent a video in to interview for this position in June. I interviewed in July, and I packed up my life in a U-Haul and my 2 cats and my best friend, and we drove from Colorado to Miami in August. Wow. So I started this, and I went from 10 years of freelance and entrepreneur to 9 to 6 W-2 job.
That's amazing.
But it was like, the guy I work for, he always says, if you want to move forward, you've got to give something up. And so I had this probably 8 out of 10 life, like make my own schedule, hike, bike, photography, like great business. But it was like I had to give that up if I wanted to go to the 10 out of 10 life.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that I can't go back and have Colorado and photography and all that stuff, but I needed to pivot to come here to be around a certain mindset, to learn some skills that I didn't have, and I wasn't just going to learn on my own. And that meant I had to give up my freedom for a little bit.
Right.
and come surrender that and now work 9 to 6. And it's basically a paid mentorship. Like I'm working there, I'm giving my best to the company.
Right.
I'm getting a salary in exchange, and I'm learning and leveling up so that when I come out of this season, blow it up.
That's phenomenal. That's good stuff. Good stuff. So, and there was something that I know you were just saying as far as, oh goodness, it slipped me for a moment there, but just the accountability, the, giving things up. So that would be one of your keys as well. As sometimes you have to, lose something or temporarily put something to the side to achieve something greater moving forward. And that's, I think, even with me, with not watching the news, I'm like, I'm going to let this go and focus solely on this. And I used to love watching like Good Morning America and Regis and Kelly and all those cool little morning shows, but I let it all go. And I'm like, no more of that. 100% on business, 100% on self-development, and just developing the company and things like that. So I think that's really awesome.
People don't, it could be something good. You might even have to give up something good. Like my life was good. People didn't understand. They're like, why would you leave a successful business and move to Miami? Like, you don't even know anybody there. Like, you're going to go and work a job. Like, people were like, that's not going to last. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't see the vision and you don't see the bigger picture. And I would say another key to success is you need to see opportunity. You're not good at seeing opportunity. You need to figure out how to get better at it, because there's opportunity everywhere and you just have to keep your eyes open and like be ready to move on it. Like stay dangerous, stay agile, and like pounce on it when it's there.
Right. And so when it comes, because being able to see opportunity, that's something I think that I'm pretty great at. But when it comes to seeing opportunity, how do you know when it's like, okay, I should put this on the back burner, I should work on this now? How do you determine when you should go?
How do you do it?
How do I do it? So that's something that really comes natural to me. I take it out of my mind. That's the first thing. All the ideas, it can be as simple as putting them on cue cards like this. And I look at each business idea in front of me and I organize it like it was a puzzle. Like this actually goes here, this goes there, then I'll do this step, then I'll do that step, execute, and massive action behind each one.
Love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. But, and I think it, like, for people, it's just like this gut thing. Like I can do all of the organizing. I think a lot. I get in my head about it. And I like to think and exercise. And then it just becomes like this, it becomes a calling. It's like, I must do this. Like it's almost like this, not nagging, but it's just like, you should do this.
Like that internal
the right thing to do.
I should do, for sure.
Yeah. It's just this gut, this intuition that's just like, probably should do this. And I believe that's true on the other side of it too. Like if you're walking and this pops up with like integrity too. If you're thinking about doing something and even the slightest hesitation comes into your mind,
right?
You need to check yourself. You need to take a step back and go like, wait, why am I questioning that right now? Now, part of that could be insecurity, and that's just like a voice of doubt, but that's not the voice I'm talking about. This is the, should you really be doing that? Like, is that really the smartest? Is that the wisest way to spend my time? Is that the wisest way to spend my money? Is that the wisest way to spend my energy right now? So, I mean, I run that question through like, hey, move to Miami, go work for Mr. 10X. Is that the wisest thing to do right now? Well, based on where I want to go, I believe this is an accelerator.
Absolutely.
So yes, that's the wisest thing to do.
Right. And so it's that questioning the decision and going, okay, based on where my future goals are for myself. So that's, you project it based on the future goals. Does this align with my future goals for myself? Absolutely. Make a move on it.
Yeah.
Phenomenal stuff.
Where do you want to go? And are you on the right path? Is the vehicle you're in going to take you there? And I ask my girls this a lot. I ask my coaches, I ask my audience, I'm like, where do you want to go? Is what you're doing going to take you there? Have you even thought about who you are and who you want to be and where you want to go? So many people have not thought about that.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I know that for me, that's why I started the Keys to Success. I actually, after I left the event in February, I was like, I need to inspire more people to understand what the keys to success in life are, because we hear that term, what are the keys to success? But I'm like, if I identify and speak with several different people, when people are watching, they'll be able to, pull things away and become their better self by determining what are the keys to success in these individuals' lives. So I think that's phenomenal stuff. And it kind of aligned with my future self's goal, which is to be the absolute best woman I can be. So in me, I said, I see a win-win-win in this. A win for me to learn, a win for me to share, a win for me to grow, a win for me to network, and just continue to become the best version of myself internally. So on the other side, it can be phenomenal. So I think that's awesome.
The key is just stacking up wins, win on win on win on win.
Win. And that's what I say to my staff. I'm like, it's got to be a win. Whenever I do something as well, it's got to be a win all the way around. So if you feel that goodness all the way through it and it's all good, then it's like, yes, yeah, definitely the way to go for sure.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you taking the time out of your afternoon to do this.
100%.
And
give me an excuse to like do my hair today, put some makeup on. I've got some Zoom calls to run for work.
Yes, absolutely. So in this time of just everyone being in the house, of course, with working out is something that they should definitely be doing, and connecting with you with your program, especially with working out. Is there any last words that you'd like to leave off with the viewers today on just, you know, the time that they spend in their home, or anything, any final words that you'd like to say?
Yeah, you know, I really take from, you know, the leadership of my current boss, Grant Cardone, and, you know, there is a knee-jerk reaction right now in this uncertainty, and I've bumped into it a couple times, so I know it's true for everybody else because it's true for me too.
Right.
To either say like, you're in denial that everything's kind of happening, or, you know, I'm just not even going to participate in all of this. I'm just going to get my Cheetos and I'm going to watch my movies. I'm going to do my Netflix and like whatever. And then there are people who actually they harness this opportunity and they decide to run forward and they decide to become the leader. And it's like, you really have to take ownership, extreme ownership of that, and lean into that. And I mean, I see it on every level right now with the people who are challengers, and it's like, hey, you didn't show up for your workout. Like, stop making excuses. Stop letting yourself be a victim of your own excuses.
And that's that accountability. So I think that's something that our viewers could definitely take away from this as well, is if you have someone that can be your accountability person, reach out to them and maybe create more accountability partners within your community or within your network, within your friends, so that they can hold you accountable to achieving the goals that you may have in place for yourself.
Write down the goals, get accountability, massive action.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you, Sherri, so very much for taking time out of your Monday afternoon to join us. And to
Is it Monday? I don't know what day it is.
I think it's Monday. I'm a little confused today as far as what today is as well. But I just want to thank you so very much for taking time to jump on here and share. And I definitely look forward to speaking with you again in the near future. And if you could definitely share your link to your programs and stuff underneath this live share, that would be phenomenal, just in case anybody, if they didn't catch it. And again, I just want to thank you for joining. I don't have anything else to say besides thank you.
100%. I appreciate you. You're a beautiful human.
Awesome. Have a great afternoon. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, let's see.
I think we're still live.
Are we still live? Hey, guys.
Yeah.
It's me and this apple. I just